All right, well, let's jump right into the French Quarter Economic Development District meeting.
Roll call first, please. Councilmember,
Yeah.
we need to
Call.
roll call. Councilmember Gibson Palmer,
Present.
Councilmember Jeruso,
Here.
Councilmember Banks,
Here.
Councilmember Nguyen,
Here.
Councilmember Brissette,
Present.
Councilmember Moreno, Councilmember Glapion.
Present.
We have 6
Great.
members.
First, thank you, Miss Laura. I don't mean to talk over you. I want to first recognize Miss Donna Glapion, our new interim at-large council member. I think this is her first official
Yes.
meeting? I know we're going to have our first official meeting today, so welcome on board. We're so delighted to have you. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you. Thank you.
With that, I'd like to do our opening comments. The COVID-19 pandemic continues to preclude us from meeting safely in our council chambers. We must therefore continue to operate in this virtual fashion, using the public comment guidelines outlined by the Louisiana Attorney General. Here are the public comment rules that we will follow today. At the beginning of the meeting, staff will read the agenda for today's meeting in its entirety. That agenda is also online at council.nola.gov. We will then recess for 30 minutes to allow citizens to submit written comments for any agenda item. Anyone wishing to comment should go to council.nola.gov and fill out an online public comment form. Only written public comments will be accepted. Public comment will be limited to 1 comment per person per item. Comments should also be limited to 2 minutes when read aloud and be germane to the agenda item at hand. Public comment will be closed at the end of the 30-minute public comment period. No comments will be accepted beyond that point. Before voting on an agenda item, council staff will read any public comment received for a pending agenda item. Now, Ms. Laura, could you please read the agenda in full?
The French Quarter Economic Development District. Agenda, February 11, 2021, orders of business. Number 1, the French Quarter Economic Development District FQEDD Resolution R 2021-3. The FQEDD Resolution R 2021-3 by District Member Gibson Palmer by request. Number 1, amending the FQEDD Resolution R 2021-2, a resolution adopted by the FQEDD Governing Authority, January 14, 2021, authorizing and calling on April 24, 2021 election at which the voters of the FQEDD will be asked to authorize an increase of a 0.245% in the sales tax within the boundaries of the FQEDD for the furtherance of economic development projects pursuant to the LRS 33903831 at SEQ, to revise the ballot proposition contained therein, to delete the exception on hotel rooms from the proposed sales tax levy, to revise the effective date thereof, and to make other related revisions. Number 2, to consider and take action upon any other matters that may properly come before the FQEDD governing authority.
Great, thank you so much. So with that, we're going to recess for 30 minutes. So that will be 9:45. We will come back to do the agenda. Thank you all so much.
I just tested Carly. And this is
Okay, council. You ready? Excellent. Yes, I got my mute. All right, council members, we're going to come back in. It is now 9:45. Miss Laura, would you please do roll call?
Councilmember Gissison Palmer,
Present.
Councilmember Jeruso, Councilmember Banks.
I'm here, Miss Laura.
Okay,
Thank
Coun-
you.
Councilmember Wynn,
Here.
Councilmember Glapion,
Present.
Councilmember Brissette,
Present.
Councilmember Moreno.
Present.
Banks is present, Ms. Laura.
Gotcha. 7 members. We have a quorum.
Great, thank you so much. All right, Miss Laura, could you please read the agenda brief?
The French Quarter Economic Development District FQEDD Resolution R 2021-3. Amending is by Council District Member Gissison Palmer by request. Amending the FQEDD Resolution R 2021-2, a resolution adopted by the FQEDD Governing Authority January 14, 2021, authorizing and calling an April 24, 2021 election at which the voters of the FQEDD will be asked to authorize an increase of 0.245% in the sales tax within the boundaries of the FQEDD for the furtherance of economic development projects pursuant to the Louisiana Revised Statute 33-90-38-31 at SEC. To revise the ballot proposition contained therein to delete the exception on hotel rooms from the proposed sales tax levy, to revise the effective date thereof, and to make other related revisions.
Great, thank you so much. I move for approval. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Wynn. Thank you so much. Council members, we're here today to make technical updates to the ballot proposition that we passed at the last FQEDD meeting. These changes, which were requested by staff at the state working with the Bond Commission, are as follows. Number 1, remove the exemption for hotel and motel rooms. Number 2, as a result of the removal, increase the estimated collections from $2 million to $2.5 million. Number 3, change the effective date of the tax from May 1st to July 1st. We have sent this updated language in the resolution in front of you and received confirmation that this is acceptable. Are there any questions from the council members? Okay, do we have any public comment? And we do. Just a second, please. Andrew?
There's one public comment on this item. It's from Robert Sims, not a paid representative. Deleting the exception to hotel rooms from the proposed sales tax levy is unreasonable. Hotels have provided the funding for the FQ task force for over 5 years and have been good public safety partners. They were excluded from paying the tax on hotel rooms for the last 5 years, and the exemption should continue. And that is all the public comment on this item.
Great, thank you so much. Okay, with that, if there are no further comments, I call a vote, please.
Councilmember Wynn,
Yay.
Councilmember Brissette,
Yay.
Councilmember Moreno.
Yay.
Councilmember Glapion,
Yay.
Councilmember Gissison Palmer,
Yay.
Councilmember Banks,
Yay.
Councilmember Jeruso.
Yay.
We have 7 yeas, no nays. Resolution 2021-3 has been adopted.
Thank you so much. Number 2, please. On the agenda is to consider and take action upon any other matters that may properly come before the FQEDD Governing Authority. I have no other matters. Does anybody else have any other matters? No. Do we have any public comment?
We do.
We're not taking action. That's fine then. All right. So with that, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Moved by Councilmember Jeruso. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Wynn.
Councilmember Wynn,
Yay.
Councilmember Brissette,
Yay.
Councilmember Moreno,
Yay.
Councilmember Glapion,
Yay.
Councilmember Gissison Palmer, Councilmember Banks,
Yay.
Councilmember Jeruso.
Yay.
7 yeas, no nays, and the meeting has been adjourned.
Great. Thank you so much, council members. With that, we're adjourned. See you in a few minutes. Thank you, Ms. Mills.